Hey Jeff and Wilma, it's Anita, and I first want to thank you for agreeing to take a quick look and see if you had any thoughts. There's my house, so you can see it, downtown Tampa right there. And forgive my unsteady camera. Right there's the water in McKay Bay, lots of fish and clams and such. But anyway, this front is 100 feet. There's my house and apartment. There's absolutely nothing on the verge, nothing planted here. Locking up, nothing on either side of the door, which is sad. And then this area behind the wall, as you can see, is just very, very shaded. I'm not sure, other than, say, like that little olive tree right there, what I could put there for now. And this part of the yard, from this corner all the way back to the apartment in the summer when the sort of monsoon kind of rains come, can often be under an inch or so of water for a day or two, and then it goes away. So that also makes this part of the yard, even though it looks clear and like a blank slate, I'm not sure what needs so much water in the middle of summer that I could plant it. Back behind the apartment where I'm not going to go, there's some sugar cane. These ferns were just stuck in here because the plants that were here died. And let me back up. There's a mango tree right there. It hasn't given me a lot of fruit, but this mango tree that somebody mistakenly planted right next to the house gave us over 200 pounds last year. It was remarkable. Walking back to the back, forgive the mess, we had to tear out a fence, and between the fence and the shed we found a ton of, it's like an archaeological digging site. So over here I have a coffee plant and a fig tree. I still got a few little figs hanging on. This area here that's got these intractable weeds that we have to pull out. I was thinking about planting corn there, but I'm not sure. Compost bin. And then over here, some seedlings I got started. There's, I think, 12 different pepper plants right there. Purple, cayenne, red, and chocolate, and then some pigeon peas in the front tray. Those should get about 4 or 5 feet high, I think. And then over here are the garden beds. There's some Roma tomatoes, tamarind tree in the back on the ground. That'll get about, I don't know, 100 feet high. This is where we pulled out the beans. Here's a ton of pea plants that we had no idea were going to grow into these like 6-foot vines. Lettuce, basil, some more windowsill basil. And then there's just a bed. We just put these, Paul's been working very hard, there's Paul, to put up these 2 trellises. Now that we know that those peas are going to do this, we put up some stronger trellises. But there's arugula, spinach, different kinds of lettuce. Is that?
You have to train these peas as they're growing.
Yeah, I think, okay, yes, I will, I promise. And then the rest of the yard, let's see, bananas that are struggling but should be all right. Another little fig, aloe. Those are Everglades tomatoes. Those will get really bushy and probably run over them with your truck, and they make little tiny tomatoes suited for Florida. A chia tree that looks pretty pathetic right now, but that's like a spinach tree. You probably know what it is. And then the one in the back, I forget what that one is. I'll remember it after I make the video. So anyway, we've kind of thought about like making beds. You know, this is 100 feet or 105 feet of wall to plant against, and in the morning it gets sun, in the afternoon, well, I guess it's shadier. This side of the house, oh my gosh, it's depressing. Just another blank slate. I just have all these huge expanses. This side of the yard is higher and drier, although, and we were thinking, the fence that Paul just used, that was Paul, just used to put up the trellises, we have hundreds of feet of that. So we're almost thinking of just taking like from there to the other end there and making plant trellises for cucumbers, tomatoes, you know, whatever, pumpkins, anything we can. So, and I definitely want to grow some amaranth, I guess, and have some trees that I mentioned in the email. Anyway, this is getting long. Let me send this up to YouTube. Thank you again for your thoughts. And, oh yeah, by the way, that's the south side. That's the direction that the sun comes from.